What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. It is Friday in South Florida. I've been here for almost 2 weeks, and I'm gonna tell you, I love it for multiple reasons. One, the weather is amazing. It's only rained a couple of times for a short period of time. There's been so much sunshine in the Sunshine State, but the plants here are so interesting. Beamer's having fun too. Hey, Beam. The trip down here, it was a long one. It was a 650-mile journey. And you would think, okay, that'll probably take me 11 or 12 hours. Mine was more like 19. And I know what you're saying. Well, you're pulling the camper, Jim. You drive a little slower. And that is true. What slowed me down was not sightseeing on the way. It was a series of camper tire blowouts. And I'm not just talking about one or two. I'm talking about all of them. But yeah, you heard me right. 4 blowouts. First this one, then that one, then over to the passenger side, and lastly in Florida, this one blew. And you know, I thought I was good. I checked all my air pressure in all 4 tires, checked the tread, I thought I was good. But in hindsight, my tires were 4 years old. They were the stock tires when this camper was new, which they were produced back in 2018. At time of recording, it's 2022, so that's a 4-year-old tire that had been parked on grass from December to May. Now, was it a dry rot issue? Maybe. Was it a road hazard issue, hitting things that busted my tires? I don't know. I was not the only one on I-95 changing tires though. I mean, you see pieces of tires, especially from trucks, on every interstate you ever drive on. Maybe my awareness was a little high because I had a blowout, another blowout, and then another blowout, but there are lots of tire debris on I-95. And well, I added a little more to it. But the reason I got slowed down so much is I only had 1 spare. The rest of the tires on either came from Tractor Supply or Walmart. But the good news is I got 3 brand new tires on my original rim. These tires are a little higher quality than my original tires. These are 8-ply. But changing trailer tires is not the only thing on today's agenda, because there was other damage. You know, it busted up a little bit of my side mold on both sides when I had the blowout. But in addition, there's a little damage under. But I'm gonna fix that today. I tell my son all the time, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. And there's a positive that came from this experience. It was not that my trip took 19 hours. That was not positive. It was not that it was after 1:30 in the morning when I got to bed before starting day 1 of my class at 8 o'clock in the morning. It was not the almost $800 I spent, not counting gas, on the way down for 3 new tires and rims, a jack, and a tire tool for the camper. And I know what you're saying. You should have had all those things already, Trucker Jim. And you're right, I can't argue with that. Good news is, I have them now. But I've got an insurance policy on my camper that I pay about $40 a month for. Well, I filed a claim on it. Took a little over a week for an adjuster to get out here, take pictures, and process everything. And he determined there was $3,200 worth of damage to the camper. That's including the $100 an hour labor charge that camper repair facilities generally charge. So I really believe me having an adjuster story, well, it's a good experience, you know, since I'm an adjuster now. Having some understanding of what it's like on both sides. One of the things I'm gonna have to do today, well, I don't have to, but I'm gonna. I should have caught this yesterday, but I'm not on level ground. It's leaning a little towards the driver's side. So in order to fix that, I'm gonna have to slide the slide in, hook up again, and bump it over about 1 foot the other direction. Or maybe 2 foot. Which will take up a little bit of our asphalt area in our front yard, but we still got enough for Beamer and I, so everything's cool. We're also gonna wash the Chevy today. It's mainly dirty on the driver's side. I don't know if all those water spots are showing. But I was visiting a new friend that I made here in Florida, and he lives in an apartment complex, and while I was parked, the sprinkler system came on and well, it sprinkled all over the Chevy. The Chevy has been washed, and guess what happened an hour later? It's raining. So more sprinkles on the Chevy. But it's cleaner than it was. And now it is Saturday in South Florida. Friday was a fairly productive day for Beamer and I. Beamer got a haircut yesterday and his nails cut and his butthole intruded. I'm not sure about this shaving job in the current state of Beamer's tail. He kind of reminds me of one of those show poodles. There's a good shot of it. But it is what it is, isn't it, Beamer? We got the original wheels with brand new quality tires. Got a little mismatch going on. I'm probably going to throw that silver Walmart tire on. The damage underneath, I elected to use this stuff. It's called shower pan. And I think this stuff will work just fine as a moisture barrier. This is my repair job with the shower pan covering the damaged area. I still have the other side to complete, but I'm going to need a working stapler in order to do that. I've got to make yet another trip to Home Depot. This stapler, it looks ergonomically awesome. This is my second one. They keep breaking. It's called a Power Shot. It says it's made in America. I'm not getting a third one. I will just get an ordinary staple gun. Today I'm planning on getting out and exploring South Florida a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna go to Miami, but I'm thinking I'm definitely gonna go to a beach somewhere. And it'd be nice to do some fishing. That's what today and tomorrow is gonna be. Fun time. I will not be requiring myself to fix that today. As long as I do before I leave, which I think that may be Tuesday. I'm paid up at my campsite until Tuesday. There's a rope and harness class. I'm not signed up for it yet, but I'm considering attending it on May 20th. It's in Atlanta to get rope and harness certification. That's not necessarily a requirement, but some deployments, it is, as far as the first wave of deployment anyway. But hey, if I get a phone call, a text, or an email offering me a deployment between now and then, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna say yes. Let me grab me. So that didn't exactly go as planned. Beamer and I rode to Fort Lauderdale. I've never been to Fort Lauderdale. I think I got some family that lives in Fort Lauderdale, or they used to live in Fort Lauderdale before they died. Looks like a very expensive place. I saw Lamborghinis, Ferraris, beautiful beach. But as I'm driving through Fort Lauderdale, I'm noticing I don't see any dogs. Not a single one. And I've got Beamer with me. So I find a parking lot. It's $45 to park for 8 hours. I wasn't really planning to be there 8 hours. Also, there is a Great American Beach Party going on in Fort Lauderdale this weekend. I was not invited, but I showed up. And before I went, I was thinking, hey, it'd be cool to walk Beamer on the beach, maybe get some video, possibly even fly the drone. Can I drive my truck on the beach? Because in some beaches you can in Florida. There's even nude beaches in Florida. But it's 92 degrees and I totally did not want to leave Beamer in the truck by itself, so I came on back. I was wanting to get seafood in Fort Lauderdale, but not bad enough to pay $45 to park. There's tow-away signs near every hotel and other parking options. So I just came back to the campgrounds, which is $40 a day to hook my camper up to electricity, sewer, water, everything. Plus I got a ribeye in the refrigerator. And my campsite comes with a grill, but I did not bring my charcoal chimney, and well, I don't have charcoal. So I guess we're gonna air fry a ribeye. Seriously, have you guys ever air fried a ribeye? Good choice, Jim. Instead of 45 to park and probably 50 bucks for lunch, we'll just cook a steak we already got. First thing we'll do is preheat the air fryer at 400 degrees. I took it out of the refrigerator about 15 minutes ago, so it's room temperature now. We'll give it a little pat just to take off the moisture. And making a delicious steak with the air fryer is an extremely simple process. First thing we're going to do is salt it up good with the pink Himalayan sea salt on both sides. And I want a little extra on the fat strip. This is my favorite part. I'm also going to pepper it. A little extra pepper on both sides. And we're going to get the excess on our fat strip. I used to use McCormick's all the time. I haven't lately, but we're going to do a little bit today. Do a little shaky shake of that. Both sides. And then lastly, some avocado oil. Rub that in a bit. Both sides. Look at that, people. And that is a $12 steak. And now we'll put it in the air fryer. Sizzle! I don't know exactly how long it's going to take. The time is not what's most important. It's the internal temperature. You gotta have a meat thermometer. Woo! 104, that's 150 degrees. But that is our steak. We're just gonna let it sit and chill for about 5 minutes. While I'm waiting on the steak to cool, here's a little piece of fat. Salty and delicious. Hey, but thanks to all of you for taking the time to watch this video, and you've made it to the end. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't, and set up notifications because I may just go to a nude beach tomorrow. Can I upload that to YouTube? Well, let's cut this steak and see if we got any pink inside. We do have not enough pink, but at least it's not gray. Hey, but thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video, and maybe we'll be coming from the beach. See you next time. Everybody going through